Hey, what's up, guys? I just feel like the Lord's telling me kind of how to show you what He's been showing me about like how to identify if somebody is afflicted um, and if they're afflicted with something like a curse or a demon, or curses come with demons. Okay, so it's like when you try to talk to them, they just won't shut up. They won't stop talking. They don't have peace. They're not patient. They're not going to listen. Patience is basically kind of like listening. When you're listening, you're patient. You patiently what? Waiting, right? And it's like people who aren't patient are not listening. They're not going to listen to you. And so when you're talking to somebody and they're just like, they got all this information they got to give you, but they're not going to sit and back and listen to you at all. They're not going to engage in this both ways. They're going to just dump and dump and dump. And like you try to witness to them. You try to say, hey, try to say, you try to say, hey, homie, I think something's wrong with you upstairs, dog. And they go, oh no, don't worry. I mean, I got all this going on, man. Hey, um, I just, it's just like, you don't understand. It's like, and then my brother, he was talking to me, and he was like, all this other stuff, and you're sitting there going, hey, bro, can I get through to you? Oh man, no, I just, you don't understand. Like yesterday, and then this happened, and that happened, blah 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 blah, and blah blah blah, and they're just sitting there going, and they won't, you can't get your message to them. It's like you start trying to get the message, and then they're just resisting it. Ah, no, 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 dude. You don't understand. Yesterday, and it was just crazy, and all this and that, and and um, actually, half the time, it's like I'm trying to talk to them about forgiveness, and they won't shut up about somebody they need to forgive. They just won't shut up because they're telling me about how mad they are. They're mad about this and they're mad about that. And it's like, yeah, brother, that's the point. That's what I'm talking to you about. That's what I'm doing. This is what this whole point was. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to get to you. That's what I'm trying to say. You know? And it's like I was just outside. I was just like, I don't like bragging on it, but it's just like I'm out there trying to talk to somebody, and it's just like they're going like this, and I'm just sitting there. Okay, all right, but can I tell you the reason why I want to talk to you? Oh yeah, yeah, hey, hey, I gotta go, and blah blah blah. They'll sit there and they'll take all the time in their world to tell you their problems. As soon as it's time you interject, tell them the solution, they gone. So um, that's one of the things. Like basically, it's like reverse engineer. Um, you know, uh, the fruits of the spirit: peace, patience, kindness, goodness, self control. If you're afflicted, you're gonna have one of those going on. You know, what's the opposite of self control? Out of control. You know, patience. Opposite of patience. You know, not listening, not waiting. Like, oh, come on, let's go. You know, trying to get hurried, not listening. You know, what's the opposite of goodness? It's like, you know, evil, vindictive, angry. You know, and it's like charity. I think is in there too. It's like selfish is the opposite of that. They're just all selfish. So it's like I think a lot of the time it just comes off as a joke. Like these people, like it's like they've got it programmed into their. I know I did. It was programmed into my personality. Like all of my, all of my, um, all of the negative, you know, let's say the rotten fruit, right? And people just think that's who they are. That's just part of their personality. That's the devil. They've already, you know what I mean? Like the devil convinces you that he doesn't exist by saying that it's you. You're identifying with all these things, you know. And it was a long road trying to get out of all those things that I thought was me, and it wasn't me. And it's not me, because in my heart of hearts, that's not how I want to feel. I just see myself. Another thing is like if you know how to know if you're afflicted or not, it's like you're seeing yourself in the third person. You're like seeing yourself react to situations and you can't stop yourself, and you're just like seeing yourself do and saying things when you're like when it's like it's just like you you're just sitting there watching yourself blow up and get angry and start cussing and blah blah blah. you know it's not like, and then you're sitting there going, oh man, I don't really want to do this, but here we go again. But yeah, I mean, I'm just these talks always go too long. I know no one's got the patience for all this, but um, anyways, I just wanted to share. If and The solution is, I don't know. Somebody help me out, because sometimes I get through to these people and I start using the word, but sometimes they're just pleasant people and but they're slippery and they just get out like this guy. I think it's the worst ones are like Christians. When you're trying to tell them about forgiveness and stuff like that, they don't want to hear it. They just It's just one of the things that we're supposed to do as Christians, you know, and they just go, oh, well, okay, and and it wouldn't be such a big deal, but it's so core to like the reason why I keep talking about it, because it's effective in so many different areas of your life, you know, and we're constantly like everything is a negotiation. Like you're negotiating how much you get paid. Uh, you know, your relationships. They're all every interaction is a transaction. You know, and um, and it's easy to get offended. You know, and so basically, it's easy to get offended even when it's like something it seems hopeless. Like recently, um, like like I was supposed to make a certain amount of money, right? And then the person who's owed me the money wanted to pay me way less, and I was like broke, and I was sitting there like, this is not a good time for you to like want to short me a ton of money, right? But I just started laughing. I started getting joy because I was sitting there like, you're not messing with me. You're messing with God. If he wants me to get that blessing, you're going to have to take it to him. And so I was saying, you know what? I ain't even deal with this. I'm going to take it to him. And I just started laughing. I just started laughing really hard. like this, almost like an evil laugh, just like a, oh my gosh, because I felt like I already won, and I knew that like if you were messing with God and you already lost. So, anyways, this person ends up giving me more than the money I wanted. He ended up giving me more than I asked for. And it was significant because it's, in the thousands of dollars. And it's just like, how did you just go like this client was crazy, getting crazy. All of a sudden getting crazy. And I was sitting there like, hopefully this person doesn't see this video. But I'm sitting there going, this person was going there, and I was sitting there like, I ain't going there. I'll be professional, I'll be kind, I'll be courteous, I'll be forgiving. I'm not doing that. And he started going there. And I was sitting there going, I ain't going there with you. Sorry. Nope. Sorry you're not satisfied. And he came back with thankfulness and more money than I asked for. So that's crazy. So yeah. In those situations where you think that the person's already gone off the deep end, and he's already said, you're going nuts, and he's already saying, it's like, all I'm saying is like, everything points to this is the outcome that's going to be. And I'm sure everyone's had that like feeling when you just feel like you already know how this is going to play out, and that's the devil saying the future to you. And he's telling you like, oh, this is what he's going to say, and this is what he's going to do, and this is how much money you're going to get. And I was sitting there going, I'm giving it to the Lord. My blessings don't come from him. He doesn't pay my bills. God pays my bills. And I just wanted to, brag on the Lord about that, because it was just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, this stuff, he's taking care of you. He's taking care of me. And I'm not gonna lie, at very, very first, I started going, here we go. We're gonna go all the way down this nitty gritty road. I already know how this is gonna go. And then I just said, you know what? Nope, I'm not letting myself go there. Because at first I was gonna get real ticked off. Because he did owe me that money. So, yeah, I'll take my boots off. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. I had forgiveness in that moment. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had forgiveness. Sometimes it's like forgiveness is before they offend you. That spirit of forgiveness, if you have it in you, you're putting that out before they're even offending you. You're saying, I'm going to forgive you even if you go there, brother. When you really have that forgiveness in you, you're putting that out before they even say something to you. You know what I mean? If you're constantly meditating on that, they're like, by the time something comes around like that, you're already going, couldn't wait for this to happen, because I can't wait to forgive. So anyways, but when, you know, all over the place in that little rant, but I really just hope this encourages people. I hope somebody watches these videos. Looking at my ugly mug. I'm not that ugly. I'm just kidding. I'm handsome. My mom thinks I'm handsome. Just pinches my cheeks. I'm just kidding. My grandma actually used to do that. Jimmy, look at those cheeks, Jimmy. But anyway, I really just hope this stuff encourages you. I hope somebody gets to see these videos and says, wow, this is exactly what I needed. So I just pray that that happens and the Lord blesses this, and that spirit of forgiveness goes to you and everybody you know. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. Love y'all.